Hey everybody, we're going to take a look at the artwork of Vincent van Gogh today, especially an artwork named Starry Night. And we're going to do a quick little project, kind of simplifying down some shapes into lines to make a picture. So if we look at Starry Night, this is a picture by Van Gogh, and you can see how he uses these long brush strokes everywhere to create these lines in the picture. Okay, so there's a lot of texture and line work with the stars and the wind kind of swirling around, and the mountains and the hills in the background, and even this tree in the foreground has these lines in it. So let's take a look at what we're going to try out here, and we will create our own version of this. Okay, it's kind of simple, but I think it'll be kind of cool. And then maybe you can look at some other famous artworks too and see if you can turn them into line drawings as well. Okay, so let's grab a piece of paper, and the first thing you can do is choose a color, but I'm going to choose green because I'm going to do some grass, and I'm going to start with just vertical lines. So I'm going to keep the lines going straight up and down. That's what vertical means. And I'm going to make some of them taller and some of them shorter, and I will make them kind of go up and down almost like a little wave, which you'll see will help us out in the next part. So I'll go down and make some short, and then I'll start going back up and make some long. So now that we've got those vertical lines in place, then I'm going to take a blue, okay, maybe a turquoise blue or something like that, and I'll make some water. So I'm going to use a wavy line now, and I'm going to kind of go along the contour of the grass and just trace that outline of the grass. And I'll follow along and maybe do 3 or 4 different lines here with the wavy lines. Some of them will get close together and touch, some of them might not. Okay, so I've got that wavy line there. And how about some hills? Okay, so I'll use a brown for my hills, and I'm going to do a curved line, almost like a rainbow, right? And keep doing those lines the whole way. I can make a few overlap like this if I want to, and put a couple of smaller hills overlapping into the background. That might look kind of cool. And then let's grab another color for the mountains. You could use gray or some other color if you want to, but I'm going to use purple for this one. And we're going to use a zigzag line to make some mountains in the background. And then we'll just repeat that line to create the pattern for the mountains. Okay, and I can break the line off a little bit if I want to, and just finish it up kind of like that. That'll be cool. And then let's do the Starry Night. Now if I wanted to, I could add a few more zigzags in the background before we do that. Put some mountains in there and just add some layers to the picture. Okay, we wouldn't have to just have one zigzag in there. So there's a few different ways. Let's do that. We'll add a few more things in there. Add some layers to it. Then let's do the Starry Night. Okay, so let's start with the stars. So I'm going to use like yellows and oranges for the stars. And what I'm going to do is what's called a spiral. Okay, it's probably a little hard to see on the screen with the yellow, but I'm going to start in the middle and go around and make it a little bit bigger. I'll try a different kind of yellow, maybe a little gold, in the yellow-orange color. We make some of them kind of big and some of them really small. And then I'll actually use something that's a little more orange too, and that'll be a little easier for you to see. I'm guessing, on the screen. So once we've got all of our stars in our starry night, then we'll take another blue and we'll put in the sky or the wind, okay? So I'm going to make these lines mostly horizontal. You can make some of them a little bit curvy, okay? So they're going to mostly go horizontal, and I'm going to stop them before they go over the stars so that they don't overlap the stars at all. And if they're just a little bit wavy, then it'll suggest maybe that there's some wind blowing too, as long as they're not all perfectly horizontal. I guess if they're perfectly horizontal, it's like it's a calm day out there. Okay. So we'll have a little bit of waviness to our lines. We're going to try to fill in all the way to the edge of our paper with these lines. So if there's nothing for the line to run into, then it just goes all the way across the paper. We'll keep it going. Alright, so we have our landscape drawing, okay? A landscape is a picture of nature and the land, okay? This is actually more like a linescape, right? Because we just used lines for that. And then, you know, pick one of these colors that you think looks good and sign your name at the bottom, or maybe get a black. I'll use the purple, okay? So sign your name. You've got yourself a Van Gogh Starry Night Linescape. Maybe look at some other famous pictures and see if you can turn the shapes that you see in that picture into lines too. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed that one. Talk to you later. Bye.